Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. This time we'll take a look at the 1996 Dodge Viper GTS-R. Can you think of a more ill-fitting car for our course? This is a big V10 powered GT race car. So I'm not really sure what to expect out of this. It's quite cool looking. I wish I got the green livery, unfortunately it's the blue. This is a prize car for one of the endurance races. Ironically, I think it's the same endurance race you get that Stratos we had last time out of, so interesting. Anyways, front-engined rear-wheel drive, 700 horsepower, 1,247 kilos. It's quite a hefty thing, really. So we'll see how it gets along. It's going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Ford GT90, a 28.180. The Viper is unlikely to beat that. In fairness, if the Viper was to behave, it maybe could get close to that. But will it be behaved? Well, I'm not too sure. Usually these are quite nice to drive. Vipers in video games, I find, because the rear tyres on them are so unbelievably massive. Like the actual mechanical grip in a Viper is quite good. I know these things are often seen as absolute death traps, but from a pure mechanical grip perspective, they are quite good. So, interesting to see how this one gets along with its giant V10 engine. Very sliding. Get around that corner. 29.718. That's not bad. That's sort of where I'm expecting sort of GT 500 car-ish performance out of this, so that's about where where was the Supra? Supra was a 29.4, I think, so Supra did have about the same power as this, but did weigh or less from what I remember, so it was also a little bit more controllable. I think the Supra just had more downforce than this does. I mean, obviously that's to be expected considering the GT 500 cars are meant to take on sort of tight Japanese tracks, as well as this car's, well, Le Mans, basically. I think this is based very loosely off 1 year of the Oreca Vipers. There is an Oreca Viper in the game. I cannot for the life of me remember if it's better or worse than this one. Probably better, because usually, I mean, this is a car from GT1, so usually the 99 cars are more powerful. I feel like for the last lap I'm going to have to go into full concentration mode on this one. So we'll have to have a look at that. Come on, Viper. Behave for 1 lap. I mean, you did sort of already behave for the 2nd lap, but behave a little bit more. You can go a little bit quicker. I have faith in you, Viper. Oh, twisting over that grassy bit. Don't want to do that. Don't want to go sideways out of there. Yeah, that could go quicker. It definitely could go quicker. It's not going to. That's a handful. That is an absolute handful to drive. It does have to be said. I'm not surprised. I remember from the Class S license with the Oreca Vipers, these are pretty rough to drive, it does have to be said. But I mean, round a normal track, yeah, it'd be very fast and very good, but of course, yeah. Usually I say 0.2, but I think in this case there's more like 0.4. Realistically, I think 29.3 is definitely possible, but it's trying to get it to behave itself, and it just won't. So, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. 29.718. We'll place it into 29th place. It's slightly off of the Calsonic GTR, about something off the Supra, wherever that is. I can't find it at the moment. It's quicker than the Camaro Z28, which is good, because that would have been very embarrassing if it was slower than that. Yeah, I mean, it's right around the rear-wheel drive race cars. There's not a lot quicker than it, but it's just not as well composed as maybe you'd like. But it is going to get a second shot with the Oreca Viper, so that should be good fun. But yeah, we'll see. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and join me next time when I'll be driving something hopefully less mental. Until then, farewell.